Hi gamers, mums and dads, welcome to Cridler Gaming. This is our top 10 tips for playing the game. Well, it's what we've picked up playing it over the last few months or so hopefully we'll explain what we think are good tips, and you can use some and not use others. So I've written my notes, because we always try and do it in one take, and we'll give it a go. Now the first thing that we always like to set out first, and tip number one, is pick your strategy before you're going down. There's two main strategies. There's push strategy and there's the bush strategy. We'll do a video on each, but push is pretty much go down and get 99 other players, as many as we can, and the bush is hide, sneak around, survive and get people when you have to. So once you know your strategy, the next thing to do is pick where to land. So looking on the map here, there's plenty of places to land. So if you're on the push strategy, you tend to go with Tilted Towers, Dusty Divot, used to be Dusty Depot. With the bush strategy, there's places like Flush Factory on the edge, Junction the other edge. They've both got lots of loot. There's Nobby Shores, especially with the first house underground. There's quite a lot of chests in there. So there's plenty of places you can choose to land depending on your strategy. Now the third main tip is the landing. So here's me floating around with my new skin, the scary looking lady. And so if you're on the... Someone was there waiting to see if I was playing or not. So if you're on the bush strategy or the hanging around, then you can just float down, do what you like. As you'll see from our tips on doing the daily challenges, the solo top 50, just jump off the bus right at the very end, even let the bus push you off, and then slide all the way down. And then you usually get to top 50 before you've even landed. You don't have to float all the way down if you're on the bush strategy. A bit of both can suit you fine, but you don't have to fly down as fast as you can. So if you're on the push strategy, the landing, the key thing is get down as fast as you can to where you want to get. That will do you a lot of favours. So I'm just going to land. Where shall I land? Let's land somewhere with a few trees. It's always good to land out of the danger zone, so I can do this in one take. That's always the ideal. So the next tip we've got before resourcing is listening. So as you can hear, I don't know how loud the game is on here, running. Can you hear yourself running? Not only can you hear yourself running, you can hear other people running. So it's always good to listen out. And recently, purchased these. Not actually because to play Fortnite, it just happened that you can actually hear the game. But wearing these, you can actually hear if they're on your left-hand side or your right-hand side. So recommended, 20 quid off Amazon type thing. Helps. Well, I'm not actually wearing them now, as you can see. But it does seem to help with the listening. But the key thing is to listen. If you hear other footsteps other than yourself, and if you think they might be yourself, just stand still. If you hear other people, I mean, I can't. My lad can hear which way they're coming from the TV, but I struggle. But listening is a key thing. That was tip number 4. So tip number 5 is resources. So this is a tree. So I'm going to hit this tree and collect resources. Now you see that circle that appears? You may know this already, but if you hit it in the circle, the tree will lose 100 damage. If you hit it outside the circle, it will lose 50 damage. Now let me just go to another tree to show you that. Actually, work in progress. So these trees have got 300 health, it seems. So if I hit the tree, you can see 250 out of 300. Now hit it in the circle, goes down to 150. Outside the circle, it's 100 now, as you can see. Resources are key. I've got 76 wood already from doing that, but you need resources to build. I mean, I'm pretty awful at building at the end, or especially if I'm in the battle. I usually tend to forget and just flap around and not do anything. But one really good tip is that, see, this tree's got 100 health. It's now got 50 health, yeah? It's best to get a tree from 300 down to 50 and leave it at 50 and move on to the next one than break it. If I break this tree, the tree falls down. It sprays debris for quite a long way, so people can pretty much see where you are. So if anyone's in your general direction and they see you break down a tree, they know you're going to be there. And if they're on the push strategy, they'll probably push to get you. So getting resources is key. The next thing, although I haven't got any weapons yet, so I'm just going to find some in a minute, is building, really. So one tip is on the build, 3 levels. So what we've got here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, can we get up there? Trees in the way? No. Oh, so when we've got 3 levels, the key for 3 is that if you fall from a 3rd floor, you will not lose any damage when you fall. So just show you that. So that's 1, 2, and we get the third one up here. So my building pressure's on by filming as well. So here's my third one. I've got no resources now. But if you see, if I jump from here, I'll be fine. If you go up to 4, then you'll start losing 4 damage, and that's just not from your build, that's from full enough mountains or anything. So one key thing is, try and keep to 3 things if you're going to fall down. You can build your way down mountains and everything like that. You'll see it in general gameplay. If I hit this tree, look, smash it. Everyone's going to see that. Hopefully there's not many people near us. Miles from the storm, so we're not going to have much of a game here, most probably because the storm will take us out. But this is mainly just to show you the things. So with building also, if you've got the settings for turbo build, then you can spin round and build it there. Now, if you like a fast build and you want to do the building game a lot, then it's always a tip to increase your sensitivity. If you put your sensitivity up to 8, 9, 10, if you can actually function with those settings, it does help you building quicker, because the higher your sensitivity, the faster you can turn around. I'm on 5, so it's okay, but you can build a lot better than that. And if you do go on to 10, it spins around really, really quick. Now I'm in the storm here, so I need to get a move on. That's a perfect thing that we want to talk about. The next tip is to shield up. The number of times you see people get eliminated and then they drop a shield and you've not taken any shield off them. When you hit someone, you can see the blue numbers are shield numbers and the other numbers are there. So get a shield, and if you get a shield, use it. Use it as fast as you can. Get yourself into a nice safe place and use your shield. That's one of the things. The next thing is running around movement. So when you're running, you can double tap and it'll be on auto run. See, I'm not pressing anything now and my person is running. And that's because I run in the right direction. That's because I've double tapped and on auto run. Now, you don't always have to run, and where I'm running here, it's not the most clever running, it's just running around. You can see I jump, unconsciously, without meaning to at times. That's just in case anyone's behind. But one key tip with moving is you can creep around, duck and creep. There's not a problem with doing that. A lot of people criticise the bush strategy, that the hiding, creeping around strategy as something that shouldn't be done, but this is a survival game. This isn't a blow as many people out the sky as you want game. It's, if you survive, come second, and then take the last person out, then you've won the game. There's no problem at all with that. So we'll do a note on that further on. So movement. There's these new crystals now in Season 4. I don't know how long they're going to last. Will they be in Season 5, etc. But if you are struggling with the storm, then it's one thing to use. Now I'm running out of health, so I'm going to quickly run down the next thing. So choose the correct gun. So if you're in a close-up combat, choose a gun that's close-up. So a shotgun is the best for close-up. If you're far away, as I get eliminated, bye. Ooh, good dramatic fall there. So choose the right gun. So if you long distance, there's a sniper, and then there's the medium range, which is the assault rifles, or pretty much any other gun in between. But practice your gun, see how good it is. But do not use a shotgun for long range, because you won't do any damage. As you'll see when you're watching the animation, it fires lots of little bullets all over the place, just like a shotgun does. And if you're a long way away, only one will hit, which is about 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. If you're right up close, then you're looking at 80, 90, hundreds. So choose the right gun. I think we've got through the main tips. The last one, which is number 10, is all about aim. So my aim is terrible, but we will do a video on aim. But the key things about aim are, if you keep still, your target is less. In fact, what I'll do quickly, let's just come out and we can actually run through a quick aim, even if it's in the lobby. That'll do us. So a quick recap while it's loading. Strategy. So you got your push or your bush strategy. Choose what you're going to do beforehand. If you choose half and half, sometimes you get yourself in a muddle and just end up running around like a headless chicken. Choose where to land. If you're on the push strategy, get down there as fast as you can to the right place. Listen is always important. Even if you're creeping in a building, listen out for someone else. If there is no one there, then you're pretty safe. Resources, so you've got your trees. Hit the middle, the point, to do twice as much damage. Don't break a tree down unless you really have to, because people will see where you are. You've got your buildings. 3 tiers is safe. Anything over 3 tiers, you'll lose 4 damage. Always use a shield. Always run around. Importantly. Now we can quickly see the aim. See the target here? If I duck, there's not much there. This is the if this is the lobby. So let's get down. Let's get down and have a good look. So again, just to recap. So let's pick a place. Now I'm not really going to play this game here, but you know, if I was on the push, tilted towers there, so you'd want to jump off the bus around about here and get down as fast as you can. We'll do a video especially on this. If I was on the bush strategy here, then Wailing Woods looks good, Junction looks good, it's alright around the map, and it's, you know, having the storm behind you is always good. So I'm just going to come out here and just get down as quick as I can. Right, I'm just going to go somewhere reasonably, let's just get down on the ground, reasonably safe. All I want to do really is show the aiming option, which is our last one. We'll do a video on aim. People everywhere. Try a nice safe spot on the outskirts. In fact, let's turn this into a proper game. Here's the foot, the dinosaur foot, which is where you can dance in front of the camera if needs be. Right, so I have a gun. Hopefully there's none around, so do the listening. Right, let's have a look. So you see a nice big white target there, just stood up. Now, this is a sort of short to mid-range gun. If I press LT on the Xbox, so there, you can see that the cursor has gone tiny now. Now, the bullet will never go in the dot in the middle. Well, it will not always go in the dot in the middle. It will go anywhere around those outer crosses. So you see it's quite a big range for here. If I press LT, you can see it has shrunk dramatically. Now, if I'm moving around and press LT, you can see that hasn't shrunk as much. So if you stand still and do it, you can see it gets tiny. Also, if you crouch, the crouch has helps with the aim. So crouch and stood still is the best. Standing still or crouching alone helps. And also, if you hold fire, it can be random. You can see that shooting there. If you stand still and just do a dot at a time, you can see most of them go towards the middle. That's another good point. Don't run out of ammo. If you shoot off some, and then you're running around, press X on the Xbox just to make sure you've got, enough bullets in your gun. Right, let's have a look at the shield. Right. One other tip, which is along with the shield, not really, is the medication as well. If you plan to be on the outskirts of the map, so if we're doing the sort of the survival method rather than the push method, stay at the outskirts of the map. When the storm comes in, you run in with it. Now that can be dangerous because the storm can catch you up, but if you've got a med kit like we've got here, or bandages, you can have 5, 10, 15, that always helps. If you've got a med kit, I could just stay here now until the storm actually comes to me, because once I run into the storm, I can med kit up as long as I'm in a safe place. That's right, well, let's give the game a bit of a go. Now, I don't have much weapons here. Right, quick build. As soon as I start playing, I go. Anyway, right, that was the top 10 tips. The skeezers come to dance at the camera, maybe. Go and give it a go. Oh, there we go, a bit of freestyle. I won't be doing that one. So I hope the tips are there. I'll pop them on the comments as well, so you can see exactly what I'm supposed to say, and I'm sure I've missed something out, but I'll pop it in there. So, hope you enjoy the game. A fabulous game is Fortnite, so keep on playing as this guy takes my stuff. And thanks for watching. See you later.